Yeah, baby. I would love to play you some Hollow Knight, Albert. How about this? I'll kick off the entire stream with some Hollow Knight, just for you. I love me some Hollow Knight. I've already said that I would probably I wouldn't go quite as far as killing a man, but I would go pretty far with doing something immoral to get the opportunity to make the official piano album for Silksong. I don't know if there's a plan. And I'll admit, nah, never mind. I won't say that. I gotta play my cards close to the vest. But Uber Spoo coming in hot with the tips. I would die if I could do the official piano album for Silksong. Like, my first choice of all modern games to do piano albums for, I'm not saying this because it's like the correct line to say. It's just the truth. It's Deltarune. Like, it is Deltarune. And so I've already gotten the White Whale. I've already gotten Uber Spoo, thank you. I've already gotten the game that, like, would be my first choice of all modern games to do the piano album for. And I got it by just pitching it. I pitched it. I'd worked with Materia Collective a lot before, and I said, hey, let's do Deltarune, and it happened. But after that, of all the white whales out there that I would want to do, I mean, white whale implies there's only one, but, you know, let's just say, brainstorm with me, guys, while we wait for the streamer to start. I think if I could pick one, if I had to pick one other than Deltarune to grab of games that don't have an official piano collection, it would be Silksong, number one. It'd be Silksong. It's stunning. Christopher Larkin is fantastic. And obviously, the year in which Silksong came out, Outer Wilds is great. None of the music has stuck with me, but I never finished the game. Full disclosure. I love that Omori got auto-translated to kill. Yeah, I really like Omori. That's the kind of thing where, like, I'd do it if asked, but I wouldn't pursue it. Silksong I would actively pursue if I had channels for doing so. Silksong would be my first. Expedition 33 would be very high on the list. And it's not actually my favorite soundtrack. Of the things that came out that year, obviously Expedition 33 just won everything. It cleaned up. And I loved the game. And I liked the soundtrack, but it wasn't like my first choice. It didn't resonate with me quite in the same way it did with other people. That said, I respect it immensely. And there were some tracks that I loved. There were a handful of tracks that I really loved. And so it would make for a spectacular piano album. Like, no question. So, oh yeah, but I was going to say, you know, the games that came out that year, Expedition 33 cleaned up, but I think that Silksong deserved best score. I may be part of the minority in that. I think Silksong overall was the better score between the two. But that's just my take. And, like, what is better? Anyway, it's all subjective. No, I have not played One Shot. What dat? Well, okay, now, Albert says Breath of the Wild. You're getting into a whole different domain there. Nintendo is just like, they're a fortress. I don't know that that's even a prospect to do an official piano album with Nintendo or with Square. Obviously, I would jump at that chance. But when I talk about, like, my top, like, my hit list for what games I would like to do official piano albums of, when I talk about that, I'm talking about things within, like, the realm of possibility, or at least what I see as the realm of possibility. So, Silksong, like, I don't see why that wouldn't be possible, but I don't know what the channel to that happening would be. Expedition 33, for example, I could see that happening somehow. I don't know, cold emailed them. Ask Toby Fox to wingman me to Nintendo's pants. What do you mean by pants? First, I need somebody to wingman me to Toby Fox because we've never talked. I'm not sure he exists. Really don't know if he exists. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, honestly. Actually, I have one idea for navigating my way to Silksong. I don't know. Expedition 33, all I can think of is cold emailing the composer. Because his email address is public. Like, even though that wasn't my first choice of scores for that year, like I said, I have a lot of respect for it, and I'm sure it would make for a really, really good piano album. No question. Big respect. Hades 2 also came out in the same year. I think that would have been my third choice. I don't know. That one's kind of hard to rank for me. I see it as such a different animal. And it's like not a soundtrack I would listen to outside the context of playing the game. Though a lot of people don't feel that way, of course. It's obviously it's an incredible soundtrack. Lewis Cole doing drums on it. Excuse me? Excuse me? Lewis Cole? Uber Spoo, I like your little flow chart there, except I don't know why it goes Materia to Fangamer to Toby when there are people at Materia that talk with Toby. Materia, there were people there that told me as soon as Volume 1 of my stuff came out, that's when they told me that Toby was considering putting my music in Chapter 5. Because he told... Excuse me, I got hiccups. He told them that. Got some kind of, like, hiccup burp hybrid going on. Are they hiccups or are they burp-ups? Burping up is something that babies do, so I think I'm going to go with hiccups. Except hiccups sounds like a disease. That sounds like like something you've got to take seriously. Hiccups. I have a terminal case of hiccups. What do you guys think? If hiccups were a disease, would it be fatal? I'm asking the real questions here. I'm asking the real questions. When you played Deltarune Chapter 5, you heard the credits, and I'm like, oh, hey, is that Kyle Landry? Kyle Landry wishes. Don't tell him I said that. We've worked together before. That ain't his style, man. That ain't his style. Oh, I know it's a compliment. That's not his style, though. Kyle's a way more talented pianist when it comes to just, like, technique and speed and strength. Like, he's a more talented pianist in a lot of ways than I am. My stuff, though, tends to lean... I don't mean this as an insult to him, but, like, leans a little more, like, hip. It's a little more hip, a little more cool. So the that's not really Kyle. Kyle's more Don't clip that. Don't tell him I said that. Kyle's incredibly talented. No, hiccups, because it's burp with a P. Hiccups. Sounds like something you need at most local anesthetics for. Okay, so not fatal. All right, should I just start? Should I shut up and start the stream so that I can talk even more, but while you look at me? How arduous is my arrangement process? Asks an original Starwalker, who says, I can only imagine. Oh, that's a great place to stop. The song just finished. Great question. How arduous is the process? First of all, great word. Great word. I'm going to give you a golf clap. That's a really good word. Original Starwalker. Okay, this is your moment for all of you to glean from my wisdom, of which there's a little at least. I got one hair here that I really want to pluck. I gotta stop that habit. When there's like one short hair, I keep wanting to pluck it, but that's why there are short hairs, is because I pluck them. Oh, Hylix is amazing. Hylix 2 is the only one I've played, but that soundtrack is incredible. It would not work well as a piano album. But, okay. Glean from my wisdom. Original Starwalker asked, how arduous is your arrangement process? I can only imagine. The range in how difficult it is. By the way, requests are open. Feel free to schlomp some stuff in. The range in how difficult it is to arrange tracks, let's just say Deltarune, let's just go with that, is tremendous. Tremendous. So if I sit down to arrange something like My Castletown, for example, my flow for Deltarune Piano Collections Volume 1 looks something like this, because I was working on other stuff. I was working on my own game, not Dominocalypse, which, by the way, is out on Steam now, and I'll tell you more about that later. Not that, but my dream game, which I am now kind of pivoting back to, and I look forward to telling you more about that. It's a little more in line with something like Deltarune, but not really. But if you like Deltarune, you'd probably be more likely to like my dream game. Tell them about it now. No. You don't even know what it is, Yggdrasil. Or maybe you do. Maybe I've shown you. It's not BitBoy. It isn't BitBoy. Yeah, that was a win plug. Okay, so my workflow when I was doing Deltarune Piano Collections Volume 1. No, I'll tell them about Dominocalypse later. Shh. I got a flow here. Let me flow state. My workflow when I was doing Delta Piano Collections Volume 1 was as follows, because I was working on other things at the same time. Monday was music day. It was Music Monday. So my ideal flow on the weeks where things went well, Monday, I did an entire arrangement for Deltarune Piano Collections Volume 1. And then the rest of the week, I worked on other stuff. And the reason that flow usually worked well, in one big burst of creative work, I can often do an arrangement like that. So, for example, My Castletown, I think I did in one, not sitting. I mean, I got up to get lunch or coffee or pee. But one day, I'm pretty sure that I did My Castletown in a single day. Field of Hopes and Dreams, I did in one day, one sitting. And then the reason that one a week still works best, despite the fact that I was able to do like a burst of arranging like that, is while on the one hand, that is fast. Like that is fast, and you should be impressed. You should definitely be impressed. I'm being facetious. On the other hand, what then happens is my brain dies. My brain is just fried. Like there is a certain part of my brain that just melts when I do a full arrangement. You're not impressed. I should have done 2 in a day. That's never happened. I don't think I've ever done that. A certain part of my brain just melts. It's just gone. And I straight up can't. Like I will try to do, I mean, maybe there have been cases where I've done like 2 arrangements back to back, but it generally doesn't work well. Like there's a certain fuel in my brain that just drains when I do an arrangement in a short burst like that. So then I would just spend the rest of the week working on some like other stuff. Then Monday, come right back to it, arrange the whole thing of whatever next track. However, there are some tracks where that is simply not possible. I will do 10% of it, and I'm like, I'm shot. I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm screw it. I'm moving on to something else. I'm going to write a different arrangement. Like, there are some times where I just pivot entirely because it's like, okay, I maybe like what I've got so far, but I just can't. Like, I can't keep working on this. Excuse me, I got hiccups. And I'll pivot to another track or to another project. I love that there are 2 commands right now for Discord. Both are good, though. Who just tipped? So for example, Big Shot. Thank you, Blood Ape, for the $5. I love that you went through the entire list of alerts, all of them, and then settled on, I'm just going to tip $5 because all of these alerts suck. And honestly, that was probably the best move. Something like Big Shot. I came back to Big Shot 20 times. I don't know. And it wasn't that I didn't like what I was writing. It's that it just wore me out. So I just kept coming back and back and back and back and back to it nonstop. But now another thing, original Starwalker. You say you're an aspiring composer and you've always wanted to get into arrangements and more actual playing. Cool. Awesome. You should. Another part of my process, though, is for each track, I tend to sit down and just improvise for a while. I just get familiar with the track. I get it in my head. I'll listen to the original some. Eventually, I try to stop listening to the original. Okay, thank you, Blood Ape, for the 904. Thank you for that, for the baby jump scare. Eventually, I try and get away from the original track so that it becomes, in my mind, the track becomes what I am making. Like it sounds so vain, but like it's good for my workflow. So like Big Shot to me, in my brain, in my essence, in my being, Big Shot is my arrangement of it. Does that make sense? Overall, that works best for me. So Field of Hopes and Dreams to me now is my arrangement of it, more so than it is the original track. Because eventually I want to extract my head from the original. But I'll do this little dance of like improvising based on it, listening to make sure I've got the notes right, because I transcribe it all or I just memorize it by ear, one or the other. And so what was I saying? I don't know. With something like Big Shot, I just kept coming back to it little bits at a time because it was so difficult. With Volume 2, there was one track that I like straight up rewrote almost entirely because I wasn't happy with it. And when I went to the studio, I still wasn't happy with it at all. When I played it in the studio, I still wasn't happy with it. And when I went to edit it, when I got back from Nashville and I sat down, I still wasn't happy with the arrangement. And you know how I feel about it now? I'm still not. No, just kidding. Actually, I love it. It wasn't until I finally edited it and listened to the whole thing all put together where I was like, damn, man, that's pretty good. Like, I actually liked it a lot. I was very happy with it. All I will say, and it wasn't even a crazy hard track. It was a really simple track. It was a crazy simple track. The only hint I'll give you is that it starts with G. Don't say Gaster's theme. It's not Gaster's theme. It starts with a G. Mischievous Wish to Be said, I wish you did some arrangements for Undertale. No shade to David. Yeah, David's an incredible arranger. Very, very different for me. I mean, in some ways. He's more of a craftsman, I would say. I'm more of like a wild card. I'm the mischievous wild card arranger, both for better and worse. I would love to do some Undertale arrangements, but yeah, I feel like that's pretty well covered at this point. Maybe like a single or something, like just my take on fill in the blank or whatever. But there's so much Deltarune. Girl Next Door, interesting prospect there. Maybe not. I don't know. Lucas says, yeah, your arrangements really feel like they have a life of their own, far more than the other piano albums I've heard. Makes them feel special. Well, thank you. My number one priority with these arrangements, you guys are getting a little inside look because you're early to the stream, by which I mean you're here in the first half hour. You're early, so you get the special secret sauce. You get the juice. My number one goal with the arrangements that I do for something like Deltarune Piano Album is to capture the character of the track, the essence of it, the character more than anything. And then my second goal, like just a little bit under that, is to try and bring something to the track that either wasn't there before but feels like it should be, or bring something to the track that already is there, but there's like so much further you can go with it. So it's TV time, for example. There is zany cartooniness to it already there, right? But it's not ultimately the main focus. The cartooniness is not the main focus of the original track, but it's there. And so in my arrangement for that one, I fully channeled Hiromi. Tom and Jerry, what is it? The Tom and Jerry Show? Is that the name of the track? By Hiromi, which is full-blown cartoon, zany madness, right? And so I sort of use that as a reference to try and fully stoke that thing that is there already. The cartoony is there, but I want to dial the cartoony to 11, right? I want to take it to the max. Take that one thing. Somebody says a Trevor version of Versus Susie would be amazing. I need to hear that reharmonized. Well, that's very good to know, IB Doubles. That's very good to know that you want that. Scarlet Forest is, yeah, my arrangement's tricky, but there are a handful on that album that are much, much trickier. All right, I better get on requests because I have friends coming over at 7. Believe it or not, I have real-life friends. They're coming over. One of them's bringing a nice whiskey. We're going to chill here in the studio. We're actually going to chill on those couches back there and just have manly talk and chill and drink manly beverages. Miss Human says, I'd like to hear a Versus Susie after we get potential reprise. So there's more to work with. Interesting. Somebody says, I've been saying Versus Susie needs an arrangement. Because it's annoyingly short. Okay. Well, I can't say whether I did Versus Susie, but what I will say is there's one arrangement on this album, just one arrangement, where, you know, I try, like, almost every arrangement I do has one or two things or games or soundtracks that I could point to as, like, the inspiration, like, or like, sort of my template. And so it's TV time, I'm already saying, is Hiromi. Hiromi is my template. Tom and Jerry Show. It doesn't have to be a specific song. It could be a genre or an artist or whatever. So I won't say whether or not I've done Versus Susie. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you, because I can say anything I want, is that there's one track on Volume 2 where what the model, the template was, is old school Final Fantasy final boss themes. Most specifically, Final Fantasy IX final boss, and very specifically the Piano Collections version, but also just in general. That's all I can tell you. I'm really excited for you guys to hear this album. Can you tell? I'm like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to hear this. Ringman says, being from Kentucky, I have to ask if you like any bourbon. Yeah, I love bourbon. Absolutely. All the like 15-year-olds here, you have to plug your ears. Don't listen right now. I'm talking about adult things. But yeah, I love bourbon. Totally a bourbon guy. I was like more in a hardcore bourbon phase for a while. Now, crazy as it sounds, I'm more of a gin guy. I love like a good martini, a Martinez. But yes, bourbon. I'm a big fan. Ringman, as a Kentuckian, Final Fantasy IX is old school. I'm sorry, like, I am probably from your generation, but 10 and earlier are probably what I'd call old school. I mean, especially 9, because you're PS1 at that point. But yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you. What about Hammer of Justice? What about Lost Girl? You had a wonderful martini a month ago. What was the gin? I'm curious. Ringman, do you have a bourbon recommendation? Draslor said Final Fantasy XII is considered retro because it's over 20 years old now. Is that the official metric? 20 years? Who decided that? There's a podcast I listen to called New Game Plus. It's just 3 cool bros talking about a game. They play a random game each week, and their metric for whether a game qualifies is 15 years. That's their metric. They shouted out Dominocalypse, by the way. Big thanks to those guys. That was cool. How does it feel to be old? You know, I'm 37. And I do feel old. It's kind of a mixed bag. You start to know who you are a little more, and you feel a little more relaxed. Some of that spark of youth dies, so you're more calm. So I don't know. It's a really mixed bag. But like stability becomes a bigger thing in your life. So you think less about like, will I be great? Will I be famous? You think less about that, and you think more about like, how will I comfortably, stably provide for my offspring and wife. Like it's a very different mentality. And that, you know, it sort of informs what you do day to day, I feel like. But overall, there's a lot I like about it. It's you know, it's a mixed bag. There's some things that are better, some things not. Green River's from your hometown. Well, I didn't ask what's from your hometown. I asked if you had recommendations. So are you saying Green River's good? I don't think I've seen it. Nicolas said just moved to Twitch because the stream on YouTube kept freezing. Yeah, Twitch is better for live streaming. Honestly, I can't speak about the freezing in particular, but Twitch just in general is better for live stuff. That's been my experience. How old was I when I started piano? How long until I felt competent? I still don't feel competent. I started lessons when I was 7. Did lessons through like 20 or so. Icebreaker Game Studio says, yo, Trevor, remember me? Yeah. Didn't you submit an arrangement you wrote? I feel like you did. Maybe I'm tripping. You're not actually a brown liquor guy at this point in your life, says Ringman. Oh, okay. All right. Well, what color of liquor are you a fan of? Are you a yellow liquor fan? Green liquor? That's the thing. Right. Competent. I don't feel competent. I don't practice. I'm not consistent. I could not just bust out Big Shot for you right now. My strength isn't there. I am a studio pianist because I'm going to get the take I need for each section, and then I'm going to piece it together. I'm going to edit however I need to, like to get the perfect product. I'm not a concert pianist, so I don't feel competent ever. I'm not that guy. That's where like a Kyle Landry is different. He's a stellar performer, right? He's a legit concert musician. I haven't heard him play in ages, so maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, how old am I? Oh, 37. I did say that, but I'll say it again. I'm 37. I feel ancient. Look at how many of you I'm getting with that clickbait title. Y'all are too easy. This is too easy. Okay, so I'm going to start playing requests because I got my buddies coming over at 7. Let's see, how many requests are there? Oh, wait, sorry. There's no song with index S. Choose your own. Oh, there's only 8. We're good. Yeah, I got friends coming over at 7. How do you suggest a song? Look at song list. Should work. Is YouTube. There we go. You also get a free request just by typing !free. What time is it where I'm from? 4:42 p.m. So I have about 2 hours and 18 minutes left. Real quick, before I continue, look at this, please. If you're actually looking at the stream, look at where my fingers are pointing. There's a bar here. It says Dominocalypse copies sold, 160. This is my own game. I'm a game developer. In addition to everything else, I'm a game developer. And believe it or not, that is actually kind of my biggest passion, is game development. As of years ago, I mean, I've been doing it like 8 years. Should you make it 161, Nicolas? Please do. This is how many copies have sold. It's been out for a week now. I'm going to be super real. We're going to be super transparent here. This is not a pity party. This is not pity marketing. 160 in a week is a flop. It's pretty much a flop of a game. But here's the thing. A few things. A flop from a commercial and financial standpoint. I'm going to be so transparent. We're just going to talk like we're friends here. We're going to talk like we're bros, like we're cool bros. I fully expected it to flop. A brand new indie game coming out into the scene from a developer nobody knows, that has no publisher, that has no marketing. 99,000 out of 99,001 times it's going to flop. Nicholas, thank you. It will only update to show that you bought it in like the next hour or so. It's really delayed. So I'm not going to change that number until the Steam dashboard says it went up. But I believe you. And this will go up by the end of the stream because of you. So here's the reality. That is a flop. For now. Because things can change. It could take off. Somebody could... there's a free demo. Kichinho. 3968. There's a free demo. And if you even just go and play that, have a little fun with it, you've done me a huge favor. Because that still helps with the algorithm and all that. And the demo is like the whole game, basic, sort of. But you only get like 10 runs of it or something like that. I don't know. But it's free. Thank you, Mayukochu. I'm sure I'm saying that right. Thank you. Really, thank you. So it's a flop for now. There's always the chance that something could change later. Some streamer takes an interest in it, whatever. So there are sleeper hits. Among Us was like, it just sort of sat around for like 3 years and then it blew up, right? Things happen. But the reality is I had come to terms with the fact that realistically, yeah, probably it was going to flop. But Icebreaker Game Studio, I look forward to seeing your arrangement that you submit. But I am happy no matter what to have had the experience. I have learned an insane amount through doing this. And now I have started tinkering again for the first time. Oh, yeah, if Toby tweeted about it, it would blow up. Like, it wouldn't necessarily become like a mega hit, but it would sell thousands if Toby posted about it. But I don't actually have a direct connection to Toby. And even if I did, I would not ask him to do that because I feel like it would be tacky. But the game I was making before switching to Dominocalypse, which we switched as sort of, it was meant to be a temporary thing. It was temporary, but it was meant to be a short thing. It was meant to be like a 3 to 6 month project, and it turned into a year and a half because that's how game development goes. Zins, thank you. I appreciate that. There may have been someone from Chile already. You don't know. Maybe. But thank you either way. It was only meant to be like a 3 to 6 month project. But the way that game development works, it turned into a year and a half. That's just how it is, always. But the game I was working on before, I am going to be so honest with you, there is nothing in this world I enjoy more work-wise, because, you know, I do have a family, and spending time with my precious little baby lamb child is my favorite thing in the world. Aside from that, there's nothing in this world I love more than working on the game that is my passion project. It is not BitBoy's Grand Adventure, for those who know what that is, because that was originally going to be the dream project, but it sort of took a turn, and very few people actually know what it is. For now, I need a name for it. Here's what I'm going to call it until I actually show anything publicly. I'm calling it Project Hazel. Project Hazel is something I am deeply passionate about. We were hoping Dominocalypse could help fund it. That does not seem like it's going to be possible. So I've got other ideas for how we can make it feasible. I mean, absolute worst case, I just work on it in my spare time, but I don't have a ton of that, so I don't know how viable that is, but we'll figure something out one way or another, because I have to do it. I have to do it. This is the thing where, like, my soul compels me. Dominocalypse, I had a lot of fun making it, and I do think it's a really good game, but I cannot say that my soul compelled me to make it. That said, I do think it's a quality game. I think it's really fun, and I think that you should go take a look at it and buy it if either, one, you are interested in the genre of puzzle roguelike games that get your brain tickled, they get your brain stimulated, they give you a little something to sink your teeth into and think. If either that, or if two, you just want to support what I do and you enjoy my content, whether it's my music or, the Deltarune stuff, or just how funny and charming I am. If you just want to support what I do, that is also a great way to do it. But yeah, I really look forward to telling you more about Project Hazel Mary. I love that, Lucas. Project Hazel Mary. That's really funny. That's really funny. Okay, all right. How about I play some music? So yeah, go check out my game. That's what happens when you talk in the middle of a yawn. Go check out Dominocalypse on Steam. Consider buying it. I think 2 people have already bought it just since we started talking about this, so it won't be long before I can change that bar. What I had said, and it's still true, is that if by midnight tonight somehow it hits 1,000 sales, I will do a 24-hour stream. Excuse me, I got these crazy hiccups. They're making me like gasp or whatever. Weird. Was the game made entirely by me? You mean sprites and anything? I have one partner I work with, Exosneko, our very own beloved mod here. That's not her real name, but it's her handle here. As far as like assets and music and audio and all that, 100% me. That is, I believe, 100% me. Aside from like some little UI things here and there. So I do pixel art myself. But the pixel art and the animations that are in Dominocalypse, I don't want to badmouth my own game because obviously I want you to get it, but they don't hold a candle to the animation that's in Project Hazel Mary. They don't even hold a candle to because it's like actually pretty decent animation in the other thing with characters and enemies. And it might or might not be a platformer. Gameplay wise, I'd probably compare it more to like Hollow Knight, but with a heavy focus on music. Oh, what's up, Doc Bizzle? Doc Bizzle, I owe you a call, if I'm not mistaken, sometime, my man. It's really a bummer if they can't even hold a candle. My man, Doc Bizzle, how's it going? It's good to see you in here. Kind of surreal. All the hair. I'm just flaunting it while I got it, man. While I got it, I'm gonna show it off. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, sir. I got my little baby girl. She is turning 2 in 2 weeks. I need to do a baby birthday stream where she's not even part of it. I just beg for money to pay for her diapers. You logged in to see if I was streaming. Yeah, look at that. Well, you knew I had a kid, right? I feel like we talked about that. Yeah. I got me a little munchkin, man. She is apple of my eye, the cutest thing in the world. She is so funny. Okay, I'm about to play, but y'all want to know the cutest thing my kid does? She is not even 2. Keep this in mind. We turned one of our bedrooms into a playroom, right? So it's just for play. It's where all the toys are. It's where the fun stuff is. And there's a closet, of course. And the closet is just filled with toys. So my wife, who is just top tier mom, she does a thing where she rotates toys in and out of the playroom. So rather than the playroom just being a big dump of every possible toy, there is a curated set of toys that every week or every 2 weeks, she'll rotate them in and out. So that there's less to play with, but then it makes it feel like fresh when it changes to Addie, my daughter, Adelaide. To her, it's like they're all new, right? Do I take commission? Yes, kind of. I have an insane amount of work on my plate. I'm so grateful for it. You have a $5 token and it went like poof. You got any way to check where it went? No, but here's what I'm going to do. Oh. Do this. Wait, it says you got one. But also try this. Migrate. Try the command migrate. You may have some old tokens that it will give you because it will combine your lowercase self with your uppercase self. It's hard to explain. It's a code thing. I had to fix something. Yeah, you could reach out to talk to me about commissions. Okay, I guess as a quick aside, because a couple of people have asked about this actually recently. You can use just my business email. It's trevorgomesmusic@gmail.com. This is going to... What's up, AngryBird95? What up yourself? This is... cool. Well, you've got a $5 token. It's saying that you have one. Do you think you were supposed to have two? Because it's saying you got one. If you're supposed to have two, I can just fix that for you. Multiple people have asked about commissions. This is gonna sound so terrible, but well, first of all, I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot of work. I just started a new thing this week that's going to be like an ongoing project. I can't really talk about it, but it's a composing gig that pays well, and it's a good job. It would be expensive, is the thing. It would be... Wait, why... Is it not letting you? What do you mean you can't request? Have you tried? Sorry, Champagne got no tokens. Oh, yeah. Weird. Try it again. Yeah, try again. Request CYO. So the problem isn't that you don't have tokens, it's that it's just not working. How expensive? I like music more than I like money. I mean, I don't have a fixed rate is the thing, but with the amount that I'm making from projects lately, it'd probably be expensive. It says you have no tokens, but no, it doesn't. It's saying right there that you have one token worth $5. There you go. Boom. Yeah, the first time it was tripping. Wait a minute, you never actually tried. Oh, wait, no, you did. And it said, sorry, you have no tokens, but then you did again later, and yeah, I don't know, it works. I don't know. Weird. More or less than 1K per song. It would depend on the project. There are definitely things where it could be less than 1,000. It would depend on what it is you want, though. Do you just want an arrangement? Do you want an arrangement that I then record? Do you want an arrangement that I record that I then put on Spotify and everything and I make all the money from it forever? Like, it depends on what it is you want. But the biggest question is when I would do it. The thing... This sounds so crass. I hate talking about this stuff. But the thing is, if something is enough money, I will make the time. That is just the reality of working as a freelance musician, right? There's like a hierarchy. There's three things. There's always three things. This applies to a lot of kinds of work, but music work is one. Do you like the people you're working with? Do you like the work that you're doing? Do you like the amount of money that it pays? If something is great for two of those three things, it is worth doing, right? So if you love the people it's with and you love the project, but the money isn't great, it's still worth doing. If you love the people you're working with, you don't love the project, but you love the money, it's worth doing, etc. You get the idea? Two of those three things. The dream is when it's all three. If something is all three, you love the people you're working with, you love the project, you love the money. So like the thing that I just started this week that I can't really talk about, it's all three. It's good. It's a slam dunk. And so there's kind of a hierarchy where like right now, a gig that, normally if somebody emailed me and said, hey, I can give you $500 if you do an arrangement of such and such song and record it for me, 2 years ago, I would have said, awesome, yes, let me jump on that. I will do it for you today. Now, I think I'd actually say no, which is crazy. Like, that's crazy, right? But it's just because I've got ongoing stable stuff that is paying well. I'm not rich, for the record. Like, I don't want anybody to get the idea that I'm like hot stuff and I'm making bajillions of dollars. It's really not like that. But I'm making pretty decent money from a good handful of things. So it would just depend on what. Like still hit me up, trevorgomesmusic@gmail.com. You're welcome to email me and fill me in on what your idea is, what you'd like to have made. But just don't be shocked if the number I come back with is like sticker shock, because what that number represents is not even what I think I'm worth, because I don't know what is a person really worth. It's more, this is what it's worth when considering everything else I'm doing and what those things pay and what it would take to make it worth carving out that time, which a lot of people would then say that is what you're worth, right? Which, yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of how you figure out what you're worth. Like, what is the number that would make it worth slotting that in to the hierarchy of what you're doing? Yeah, and the more work that you're getting and the higher profile that you get, the bigger that number gets. Mad Movie Makers, another IRL friend of mine, kind of, though we haven't spent much time together. How's it going, man? I like that guy. Says the amount of time the project will take is a big factor too. Well, of course. I mean, obviously the dollars per hour ratio is huge, but then even beyond that, even if the dollars per hour ratio is amazing, if it's going to make it impossible to do other stuff that you want to do more, that's a big consideration. That's why like short burst, high pay gigs are great. So like I've done things where it was like a film score for someone who's doing an ad. So just like doing music for a 30-second ad, and it took me an hour to do it, and I got $1,000. That's happened just a couple times. That's slam dunk. Easy. I am going to spend an hour working and make $1,000. I would be an idiot to not do that. In some contexts, I could maybe ask for even more, but that's not common. That's just a duh. That's like a slam dunk. You're an idiot if you don't do it kind of thing, right? Unless there's a reason that like that amount of money would be insulting. Like you're too high profile for it, whatever. But yeah, what Mad Movie Maker said is very astute. The amount of time is a huge factor. Even if the amount of money per hour is great, if it means you can't do things that you like more or love more or are more passionate about, that is a serious consideration, and it might be worth saying no. Maybe. This is stuff you learn as you go, and you never really know. I hate when people ask, how much do you want for this thing? I hate it. I just want people to offer amounts, and then I can say yes or no. That's my preference. Did Toby tell me he was going to put me in the credits? He told Materia, the collective, Materia Collective, the record label, after Piano Collections Volume 1 came out, he told them, like, the next day, I think I'm going to put something from that in the game. And then they told me that. That was the last I heard about it until the game came out. That was all I knew. Yeah, R.I.P. that goal, says Ducks. What do you mean, Ducks? All you need to do is buy 840 copies and send them to your friends. Nah, it's not happening. You're not Mr. Beast? I was pretty sure I had you pegged as being Mr. Beast. All right, time to play music. Go buy my game. Anyway, that was like a little inside look at the business of being me, but like honestly, business is not my strong suit, man. I'm getting a little better at it. I finally have a lawyer. Finally, as of like 3 weeks ago, because I realized, I probably should have that lined up if I ever need it for like reviewing contracts and stuff. I'm just learning as I go, man. Oh, yeah, Dondi's my... Well, it is Dondi. There you go. That maybe that's who it is. You don't know. World's End Valentine from Omori. This is the one that goes hard, right? It ends up going like... It has a bunch of 16ths. So here's what I'm going to do. It goes crazy. When it starts going crazy, I'm just going to kind of play really slow. I'm going to go real slow and just try and play it more accurate than fast. Does he read YouTube live comments or just Twitch? I read everything. I read everything. All of it. Every bit. Everything you say, I'm paying attention. Banana. Kibbly Waff. I'm going to call you Banana Kibbly Waff. I don't know what your name actually is. How much to request that I learn and play your BRB jingle? $10,000. Okay, the best money I've ever made. Best money I've ever made. I won't say which, because it would probably be... I don't know. I don't think it would violate the contract, actually. $4,000 for a 3-hour stream. I think is the best money per hour I've ever made in my life. That was a one-time thing. One time. $4,000, 3-hour stream. But I don't get sponsored streams anymore. Nobody cares who I am. Kibbly? Kibbly Waff. All right, here's World's End Valentine. Actually, no, the best money I've ever made per hour was probably like a stream when I got a $4,000 tip or something. Because $4,000 in 1 second is probably the best money I could ever think of making, but that's certainly not normal. All right, here we go. What's up, toe fat guy? Here we go. World's End Valentine. I feel like piano's kind of quiet, or like a little muffled, or maybe voice is just loud. I've got the mic kind of up high. Yeah, I got the vocal mic up high. That's all. Okay, that was something. I tried. An effort was given.
Oh, yeah.
Doc Bizzle, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That was a lot of notes. We've done that once before. Somebody requested that in the last few weeks. Was it you? Was it the same person? It was a handful. I gave it the old college try. It's a lot of notes. But that was sight reading. Despite the fact that I've played it once before, I think it's still fair to say it's sight reading. PP Poo Poo 69 420 67. Gave 33 bits. I think you have the greatest name on Twitch. I think you have literally the greatest name on Twitch. Here's why. It starts stupid. Pee-pee poo-poo. Okay. Like, there's a part of me that finds that funny. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a little boy internally. But it's pretty stupid. Pee-pee poo-poo 69. Okay, that's where it's getting into like, all right, trying a little too hard to be funny. It's where it's getting into that territory. But then you get to pee pee poo poo 69 420, and it's like, okay, you're starting to win me over with the commitment to the bit. But then you sealed the deal with pee pee poo poo. Speaking of pee pee. Speaking of pee-pee. Oh, wait. You can't see what he's saying. It's probably for the best, honestly. Did somebody do this because I kept saying pee-pee? That was the mantle in the living room where I used to stream. This is not where I stream now. I have a studio. Oh, it's your alt. Matt's random things. Oh my gosh. That last shot, that's just Chopin staring blankly. Oh, man. Okay, but I was going to say, the reason that PV Poo Poo 69420-067 is funny is the commitment to the bit. It really commits. PP Poo Poo, kind of funny. PP Poo Poo 69, it's like, okay, a little eye rolly. PP Poo Poo 69420, it's like, all right, okay, I see you. You're going for it. But then PP Poo Poo 69420-067, you have fully committed to the bit, and for that, I respect you immensely. Do I consider the Deltarune piano collection my best work? Of everything publicly available that I have made, it's probably the thing I'm most proud of. I would say, yeah. I'd say so. You know, there's different kinds of things I've made, but that's the one that I think is most airtight. Uber Spoo says, please give Sunrise and On It a listen first. Well, am I not familiar with how it sounds? What's up, Jaron D. Ratman? Am I not already familiar with how Sunrise and On It sounds? Oh, we up to 163 on the game sales. We've sold 3 copies today. Thank you, guys. Exclamation game if you want to see that number go up. When is Volume 2 coming? All I can say, and I probably shouldn't even say this, but whatever, this year. Unless something goes wrong, which could happen. There are things that could change, but unless that happens this year. Okay, Sunrise and On It. I know this song. Why do you want me to listen to it? You said I need to listen to it before I play it? I know this song. That said, I'm never opposed to listening. I feel like this is the only correct dance to this track. Like, any dance that you do where you move more than this, you're doing it wrong. You need, like, just the littlest movements. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Do like turn the hands just a little bit on each beat. What does being a grown man have to do with it? Stop. I'm kind of hypnotized now. All right. Arm dancing Trevor Gomes was all I needed to see today. Well, then you can leave, I guess. That wasn't like a challenge or a threat. It's just, I guess you're good. Seeing what you need to. Yeah, the trick, it's all in the shoulders. Yeah. The shoulders are the only consistent move. You need a dance request token. I used to dance on stream a lot. It would just sort of happen. I'd just get up and start moving. Who was it that tipped 1111? Uber Spoo, thank you. I'm going to have to pee at some point. I should probably play requests more though first. Okay, my reward for getting through 3 requests is I'm going to go pee-pee. Somebody says, I have to imagine you're sick of the Deltarune question, but are there any songs in Chapter 3, 4, or 5 that you felt you really wanted to make an arrangement of upon hearing them? Well, 3 and 4, I have already done so with many of them. 5, honestly, just the obvious ones. For the most part, it's really just the obvious. If you are a huge fan of it from 5, it's probably one of the ones I want to do. But in terms of ones that just spoke to me, where it's like, oh my gosh, I need to arrange that now. Cutie, Mew Mew Magic, Flower Man, duh. Flower Castle, actually. I love Flower Castle. It's a good one. Sunrise and On It. Trevor, if I tip more than materia is worth, will... More than they are worth? Define more than they are worth, because they are worth the Undertale and Deltarune soundtrack. If you want to just talk about like the on a practical level. Yeah, Deltarune Piano Volume 2 is coming. That's been public knowledge for a while. Here's Sunrise and On It. I messed up a bit. I had the joke in mind for a bit, but I messed up. I was trying to do the bells of waking up is Folgers in your cup. That's some Silva Gunner right there. It's not even that, like, it's not even really that, like, the Earthbound song sounds like the Folgers song. It's not even really like that, or it's not even like one, or like the Earthbound song is ripping it off. It's not like that. It's like there's just a path from it. It's like you're on the road of Earthbound, and you see one of those like cartoon, like, you know, a painted tunnel on a wall for you to go through, like cartoon style. It's like you could try and go through it, and then you try, and sure enough, I'm at the Folgers theme. That analogy is terrible. That's a terrible analogy. I don't know what I'm saying, man. I'm in a mood. All right, I better close requests already because we got a crazy amount of requests. And we don't even have 828 here. That rapscallion. All right, we got a request from iDubbbz. And then I got a PP. So bad. Okay, yeah. iDubbbz has a request. It's a Muse score. I appreciate you even putting YouTube in your username. That's chill. That's chill of you. Oh, someone was asking if there will be studio videos for Volume 2. Well, you know there was already the teaser of It's TV Time, so you know that one has a video. But even though I can't tell you what tracks are on it, I'll tell you this. Oh, yes, there are videos. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there are legit, professionally filmed studio videos that will go on my YouTube channel for... Okay, Volume 1, there were 5. Volume 2, 9 tracks have legit studio videos. Here's Happy Town from Deltarune Chapter 5. Let me listen to the original. I've heard it. I just need a refresher. Is it on the OST? I actually don't see it. Huh. It's not on the OST, like on streaming. Approximate release date. All I'm saying is this year. Are there any Chapter 5 songs on Volume 2? Nope. Straight up no. I had fully finished arranging it and recording it and everything before Chapter 5 came out. And I don't hear anything till you guys do. I don't get like early looks at the music. Here's Happy Town. Is it a Weird Route thing? What is it? Let me see it. I just want to hear it first. Oh yeah, it is a Weird Route thing. Weird Route stuff doesn't... Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Weird Route stuff doesn't get on the OSTs. I'm starting to understand how this all works. Like what's secret hush hush stuff and what isn't. All right, here we go. There you go. I need to pee so bad. I'm going to leave you all with a treat. I'm going to leave you all with a treat. What treat should I leave you with? Okay, you won't want to skip this, all right? I'll leave you with a few treats. This is some classic 88-bit music shenanigans right here. Let's see. Let's see. I could do in Africa. I don't know. I don't want to give too much freebie. We could do... Here you go.
Sleigh bell song, sing the sleigh bell song. Driving down the country lane, sing the sleigh bell song. Sleigh bell song, sing it all day long. Then we sing the sleigh bell song. We sing the sleigh bell song.
Well, if it is actual legit copyrighted sheet music, you're not supposed to show it on stream. That's actually a thing. So I'm probably breaking the law right now. Take that, Mr. Government. Mr. Government, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. This is my stand that I'm taking. I'm an activist. I am a sheet music activist coming at you with 131 measures of rest because Mr. Government can't stop me. Take that, Professor Biden. Take that, John Biden. President John Biden. You can't even begin to stop me. I'm showing you the guitar solo break of an Oscar Peterson transcription. I'm showing it to you. That's right. You can't hold me back from showing the measures of rest required for a guitar solo in an Oscar Peterson transcription. Mr. Government, I see the copyright on page 1. I see the copyright on page 1. It means nothing to me, Mr. President, if that is your real name. It means nothing to me at all, your 1965 copyright. Come at me with a DMCA. I dare you. I dare you. Twitch or the DMCA committee, bring it on. I don't give a rip what you think. Come at me with your copy strikes. Come at me with your copy strikes. I don't care. Look at that. I'm showing notes. There you can see them. 2 measures of it. I don't give 1 rip. That's right, coding guy. I don't give a heck. I'll go straight to jail if that's what I have to do to make my stand. I'm making my stand against John Biden and his corporate cronies, Watergate, and pizza conspiracy. What's it called? I don't know. The one with Hillary Clinton's resurrecting babies or something. Eating babies? 9/11, man. The dollar secrets on the dollar bill, the dollar bill. You should be able to see Oscar Peterson transcriptions without Mr. Johnny Law coming at you, telling you what you're supposed to do and know. You can't stop me from the truth. Don't even try. Don't even try. Platforming? I know how to do that. I can platform. I know how to platform. I played Mario a bunch. I had a childhood. There's too many bones. Why are there so many bones? There are too many bones. There's so many bones. I can platform. I can platform with the best of them. I played Mario. I played a bunch of Mario. I have experience as a gamer. I was supposed to eat my broccoli when I was 4, and I lied and said I'd eaten it so I could go play Mario. I can do this. This isn't even hard enough. Oh, that's all you got, Sans? Toby Fox, why are there so many bones? Too many bones. Toby Fox, too many bones. I can do this. I believe in me. That's easy. That was easy. That was easy. That's easy. That's easy. Try harder, Sans. You got... I can't handle it. I am emotionally invested in this. That was good. That was great. That was fine. There are too many bones. If I don't beat this, I will. There's one thing in my brain right now, and it's defeating Sans Undertale from Undertale. Gosh dang it, Sans Undertale! Stop what you're doing to me! Why are you doing that to me? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this, all right? Look, I'm fine. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine. Sans Undertale, you've messed with this man you've messed with me for the wrong amount of times. I'm gonna beat you to such a pulp that you're more like Sans Undertale with a D because you're in so many pieces. All right. The timing was amazing. I'm back. But I also got crazy hungry. I know I've literally played 3 songs and we're halfway through the stream. But I'm also really hungry. I have a little leftover Chipotle. You like that picture? And I'm doing my part to destroy the planet by grabbing a water bottle because there isn't water in this, but I didn't want to take the time to go back in. I really need to eat. I'm so hungry. So what do I do? I hope you all enjoyed that little inside look at some fancy old things from the channel. I could give you another tasty tidbit where someone could just tip $8,333.35 to play a 16-minute slowed down alert of me saying the word bees about 1,000 times. But in the meantime, what's a good long one that I can give you? Here's a classic.
Wiping your butt? For a limited time only, get the Blessius brand bidet. On your first use, you'll be saying, I'm never gonna wipe my butt. For only 4.20 payments of $69.99, you can get the most comprehensive butt cleansing of your life. Call now.
Okay. One more.
I don't want a lot for Kringus. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the pregnants right under my little Kringus tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Kringus is still. I don't want a lot for Kringus. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about them dragons underneath my Kringus tree. I just want you for my own. Come true. All I want for Kringus is stew. Just big old chunky bowl.
Really, I'm just testing your dedication to the channel, seeing if you'll stay.
I just gotta keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And the sound of children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing, and those sleigh bells are rankling. Jingle, won't you please bring me one real deal? Won't you bring my gravy back to me? Oh, I don't want a lot for Kringles. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see some gravy standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is stew. Maybe with like some taters, real chunky stew meat, carrots, onions, can't forget onions. Maybe celery's pretty good. A lot of salt and pepper. Oh man, I'm hungry. Somebody please give me just a big old bowl of hot piping stew. Oh, it's not so much to ask, I don't think. All I want for Kringles is stew.
So there's actually a really funny story behind that one. Some little piece of gristle or something. That was nasty. There's a funny story behind that one. First of all, there's a bunch of old channel lore in that, like all the characters singing and the puppet and everything. There's all this deep lore to my channel. Those are characters. That's Pappy, but after he transformed into a puppet. He wasn't a puppet initially. He was a man. But then Pappy died. Matt's Random Things, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Pappy died because he read the B movie, the script of the B movie in one sitting. I'm not making this up. This happened on stream. Old man Pappy was a human, but he read the entire script of the B movie in one sitting, and so he died. But then because of a Christmas miracle, he was reincarnated as a puppet, and that was who you saw. Pappet is the puppet reincarnation of Pappy. This is all true. This really happened. This is stream lore here. This is part of the 88-bit music canon. That's my Twitch name, for those of you who don't know. So what makes that particular alert so funny, the reason I made it is that my dad says to me one year, he says, you know what would be so funny is to make a parody. Like, no context for this. He just says it would be so funny to make a parody of All I Want for Christmas Is You, but make it All I Want for Christmas Is Stew. So he came up with that, my dad. But what was funny to me about it was how funny he thought the idea was. He didn't just think like, oh, that's kind of a quirky little pun or something. No, he thought it was hilarious. He thought the idea of doing an All I Want for Christmas Is Stew, he thought that was so funny. And to me, what was funnier than the idea itself was the idea of actually doing it. Does that make sense? It's one of those ideas where I think the funniest thing about it was even just doing it in the first place. Because overall, I don't think it's very funny. I'm straight up dissing my dad so hard. I don't think it's that funny of an idea. All I want for Christmas is stew. But what's funny about it is just doing it. If that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying? The committing to the bit and making it a reality is what's funny. And with that, I have talked way too much and I've spent time eating instead of doing like songs and stuff. The stream is a disaster. This is a terrible stream. Just terrible. Buy my game. Radzumi, that is awesome. I'll have to take a look. Choose your own from Not Fallen. All right, from this point on in the stream, I'm going to be extremely focused. I was hungry, now I'm not, now I'm good. I've gone pee-pee, I have talked too much, I've eaten. Now we are hardcore focus mode. Yeah, Cast Grease gets it. They said the mismatch between the bit quality and the effort is in itself a good bit. Yes. Taking a mediocre joke idea and then going like nuts with making it into something. There's a little bug. Going nuts, making it into something super legit, that is inherently funny, I think. That's how a lot of like the jokes are on this channel. You came here because of the puppet. There we go. Boom. All right, no more ranting. All right. Nope. In fact, I'm taking a vow of silence until I have done at least 5 songs. Starting Okay, I'm breaking the vow of silence because Icebreaker Studio did a choose your own sheets so that I could do their own arrangement, but I don't see it on the Google form. Are you Agent Quack? Are you... No, you're not Matt's Random Things. I don't see a score from you. I wanted to go ahead and play yours since you said you have to peace out. Did you submit one? I see nothing. I see Uber Spoo. I see Matt's Random Things. I see Ringman. I think we already did Ringman. Yeah, that was Rebel Army. I sound so sad and depressed when I go 5 minutes without speaking. No, I was trying to maintain the vow of silence, but I saw that Icebreaker Game Studio has to peace out, and so I wanted to make sure I get to their request, but I don't see any sheet music submitted. The next one was going to be, I'll go ahead and keep playing, though, because I gotta get a move on and be professional now. Better late than never. Apple Kids theme from Earthbound. Yeah, I know this one. So that arrangement of Rebel Army from Final Fantasy II is actually, so it's arranged by Sebastian Scaff for piano, but it is from an album. It is from an existing album. I have it somewhere on my computer, actually. Don't worry about how. It's fine. It's from an old arrangement album. Like, it existed well before most of you existed. It's really old. I was probably like 5 when this thing came out. Where is it? I have it somewhere. It's like one of the OG. It's one of the OG Final Fantasy Orchestra albums. I have it somewhere. But he left a lot of it out. Like, that wasn't how it really ends. He kind of just like wrapped it up a little abruptly. Probably had a reason for it. I don't know. But anyway, so that was really just an arrangement of an arrangement, but it's really killer. Apple Kids theme. I'll wait and see if Icebreaker Game Studio can submit the sheets for me to do. But what did I think of the arrangement now that I'm talking? The Rebel Army one. Well, it's just a piano transcription ultimately of an existing orchestra arrangement. I doubt he was like hiding that. But if you're not familiar with the orchestra one, oh, you're Agent Quack. Okay, cool. Yeah, all of a sudden, everything you're saying is coming through. Yeah. All of a sudden, everything everybody said on YouTube just came through at once. It took forever. Oh, here it is. Symphonic Suite. It's this one, Ringman. This is an old album. Old. From ye olden times. Yeah, so give that a listen. That is the arrangement. From everything I could tell, he more or less transcribed it. Okay, so here is Agent Quack, a.k.a. Icebreaker Game Studio. This is their own arrangement of Sunset of the Seven Suns. Oh, haven't I seen this arrangement before? I've seen this arrangement. Was it you? I mean, if not, I've just seen an arrangement that's very, very, very similar. Somebody submitted this. I may embellish on it a bit and just make it a little more like piano friendly. Something like that. There is a demo of the game. There is. And you can go ahead. Oh, wait. There's all kinds of stuff happening in the chat. My YouTube chat is like freaking out. I'm just getting like bursts of it all at once instead of seeing things as you guys say them. I'm so sorry. Let me catch up. Trevor at Allen. Okay, let me see. Crushing it. Favorite chapter of Dominocalypse. There are no chapters. YouTube chat API is having some issues right now. Okay, cool. Got it. I've played this arrangement before of Sunset of the Seven Suns. Did I misunderstand? Did you write this one, or were you just submitting it for me to play and you found it elsewhere? Because I've played that arrangement. It's quality. It's really good. I have to simplify parts of it because it would take a little more choreography to actually get it right. Realistically, how many tracks can fit in the next piano collection? I think we're kind of settling after Volume 2. We're settling into a groove probably of doing 15 per. Volume 2 is 16 tracks, but depending on how you look at it, it's really 15. I'm not going to say what that means. It's technically 16. When you listen to it on streaming, it will be 16, but I don't know if I can in good faith say that it's 16 songs. You'll just have to see what I mean by that. Okay, Apple Kids theme. Apocalypse? Let's domino. It's Dominocalypse time. My favorite part was when Dominocalypse Harris showed up. Hear me out, Obamanocalypse. And that's a game I want to play. Dominocalypse Harris and Obamanocalypse. I want to play that game. I don't know what it is. Exactly. Here's Apple Kids theme from Earthbound. Oh yeah, Whoop. That's the one I was thinking of. Here's the theme from Obamanocalypse, aka Apple Kids theme from Earthbound. I don't know why Obamanocalypse is making me giggle so much. All right, see Icebreaker Game Studio. want to look at that arrangement again because I'm curious what the difference was between that one and the whoop. I didn't spot the difference. Let's see. Spleep. Choose your own from Blood Ape. YY Draw says, Trevor, if I was able to make a recreation of one of your Deltarune compositions, is there any way for me to show you? I've always liked your compositions and want to recreate one, but something different. My Discord. Join my Discord. It's a lot of artistically inclined, very talented folks that are in there. And there's me as well. They would love to They would love to chat with you about stuff. And by all means, if you share something with me in there, I would love to take a look. No, I love you so much. Not in a weird way, though. Not in a parasocial way. Okay, Blood Ape has a choose your own sheets request. Hey, I'm moving pretty quickly through songs now. I'm being professional. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance main theme. What the heck? What the heck? Let's see if we can hear it. Main theme. Woo! Okay. No shade on the arranger, whoever did this. I swear I don't mean it as shade. I'm glad I listened first because there's some rough stuff as far as roots in particular. The left-hand stuff is a little... This is what they wrote. Is but I'm pretty sure it's like... It's all that bop F down there, but they did this. Something's kind of strange. But there could be any number of reasons. So I swear I don't mean it as shade. I really don't. Just glad I listened first. I'm trying to be nicer. I don't want to like put people on blast and say your arrangement sucks or anything like that. The Alchemist says, going to comb through all my streams to see if I can cultivate all hints for Volume 2 before it releases on September 15th, 2026. You don't have the release date correct, I'll tell you that much. It is definitely not coming out then. Because it is possible for it to be delayed, but it is not possible for it to be moved earlier, which it would have to be for it to be by the date that you said. So I guess that's kind of a hint in itself. Right now requests are closed because I have to hurry and finish what's on there because I have friends coming over. What's a curveball? All right, here's Final Fantasy, but also hello, the Two Gamers one. Here's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance main theme with a score that's just a little bit sus, so I'm kind of winging it and fixing on the fly. I was very much winging it on some of that. Wait. Okay. Let me see. So in a bit of a predicament, I may need to help my wife out with something baby related fairly soon. How many requests are in the queue? I realize this stream has been a hot mess. I realize that. There are 7. Okay, here's what's going to happen. First of all, I'm genuinely sorry that the stream has been a train wreck. We just had really good conversation at the beginning about fun stuff, and it got kind of off the rails. And so I wish that it had been a little more organized and put together, but, you know, here we are. But I kind of have to help my wife with something in about 20 minutes or so. So what I'm going to do is blast through the 7 songs, then I'm going to peace out. How does that sound? Trying to consider if I should just peace out. Yeah. I kind of want to go help out wife. She said 6:30. Those were her words. But so that's 17 minutes from now, so I could cram in a bunch of the requests. But I'm trying to decide if I should just take it the one level further and just go help now. Should I be S tier husband and just stop now, even though she said 6:30, so I can go help? I feel like I should. I can refund all the requests that haven't been played. I kind of want to go help. Do half the songs. I feel like if I'm going to do half, I feel like I should just do all, though. You know what I'm saying? I realize I'm like talking so much when I could be playing, but I'm just thinking. I'm thinking through. Nah, I'm going to go help. I'm not going to go into details, but there are reasons that she could use a little extra help right now. I'm going to go be good husband and think more about that than being Mr. Professional Man. It's not an emergency. Everything's okay, but she just needs help with something a little more than usual. So I'm leaving. I realize it's abrupt. I'll be on Monday. You all are wonderful. As a reward for what a wonderful husband I am, to my wife, not to you, go buy my game. That'd be awesome. That'd be really, really cool. So you all... Oh, wait. Right as I refunded all the tokens, she says she's gonna put a TV show on to distract the kid, so she's good. But I'm still gonna go help. Since I already okay, I'll give you the Nine song. If I hadn't already refunded all the tokens, I might stay. But also, just because she put a show on to distract the kid doesn't mean that she doesn't need help. That's sort of like a desperation move. We don't really let the kid watch TV generally. It's sort of when she's desperate, which she is at the moment. Here's the Nine song. Goes like this. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like. The way you are right now. Way down deep inside you. not the things that hide you, not your toys. They're just beside you. But it's you I like. Every part of you. Your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you. It's you I like. And that's the stream. Now, if you want to reward me for what an incredible person and an incredible husband I am, just go buy my game on Steam. It's called Dominocalypse. It's a puzzle roguelike. It's really fun. I swear it's really fun. I put like 2 years of work into it, sort of. Oh! Hey! Wait! What's supposed to play for 94.73? Is this my reward for being a good husband? Is that what's happening here? Oh, it is. We already saw this today. I played it for free. This must be my reward for being a good husband.
I'm never, ever, ever gonna wipe my butt. He's never, ever, ever gonna wipe his butt. I'm never, ever, ever gonna wipe my butt. He's never, ever, ever gonna wipe his butt. I don't wipe my butt. 'Cause it's a waste of toilet tissue. Oh, people, don't you know? My brown rusty sins are laid environmentally.
Do you hate wiping your butt? For a limited time only, get the Blessiest brand bidet. On your first use, you'll be saying, I'm never gonna wipe my butt. For only 4.20 payments of $69.99, you can get the most comprehensive butt cleansing of your life. Call now.
All right, that is art at its purest state. Thank you. Big thank you to, wait, who was it? Uber SBU. Uber SBU, thank you for the extremely generous tip. I can only assume that that was a reward for me being an incredible husband to my wife. What the tokens are for requesting songs in the future. So if you got one, yeah, you'll be able to request a song with that. You're amazing. First of all, you're amazing. That is incredibly generous. What if you call a number? I don't know. I didn't make that. All right, kids. That was the Night Night song. Thank you once again, Uber Spoo, for your generosity. That'll make my wife very happy when I tell her that. It'll more than make up for the fact that I'm ending stream early. So I'm going to peace out. You all have a wonderful evening. Not going to worry about a raid so I can get in and help a little faster. You guys are great. You're wonderful. I'll see you Monday. Sound good? Sound cool? All right, great. Bye.